Jay Glazal moved into her Carlsbad home about 6 years ago. She was drawn to the Seacliff gated community for its tranquility. And then 2 years ago,
they started pickleball. Oh my God. It changed my life overnight.
Pickleball. It's a game similar to tennis that's played with paddles and a hard plastic ball. The community's tennis/pickleball court is about 60 feet from Glazal's bedroom window. No one's on the court this afternoon, but she reenacts the sound for me.
I'm hearing this pop, 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 pop for hours, and it can be up to 8 hours a day, 7 days a week.
She says the noise pierces through her double-paned windows. She works from home in the evenings and tries to sleep during the day. But the popping often keeps her awake. If they're still playing by the time she starts work, Glazal has to wear noise-canceling headphones to focus. She says it's even started affecting her health.
I would get these splitting headaches, and then my blood pressure started going up, and this was the only consistent irritation in my life.
Glazal recently filed a lawsuit against the Seacliff Homeowners Association. She wants pickleball banned from the community tennis courts and is seeking $300,000 in damages. A representative for the Homeowners Association declined an interview request. This lawsuit isn't a one-off spat. As more and more players pick up paddles, clashes over pickleball noise are happening up and down California and around the country.
Our firm has handled upwards of 25 separate cases.
Nicholas Kaplan is a partner at the real estate law firm Lubin, Pham & Kaplan and represents Glazal in her lawsuit.
From Sacramento down to Chula Vista, they are all over the state. Orange County, Los Angeles County, San Francisco County, I could go on and on.
Kaplan has carved out something of a specialty handling these pickleball noise cases. Some of his clients have taken on homeowners associations, while others have challenged cities and counties that allow pickleball in public parks near homes. Kaplan says while some cases go to court, most are settled through mediation and often result in an outright ban on pickleball in a specific location.
I have nothing against the sport. People need exercise. The sport is playable by a lot of people. But what I do believe is that it shouldn't infringe on somebody else's rights.
Since many of these disputes arise when a nearby tennis court is converted into a pickleball court, many people ask, is the sound that much different between the two sports?
Yeah. Well, tennis is quite a bit different.
Lance Willis is the principal acoustical engineer at Spendarian and Willis Acoustics and Noise Control. The Tucson-based firm has handled roughly 80 pickleball noise consultations around the country since 2010, including ones tied to lawsuits. He says with tennis,
a strung racket does not radiate sound very efficiently. And a tennis ball is filled with air. It's soft. It has a rubber outside, but you just don't get as much sound.
With pickleball, where rapid-fire points are exchanged at the net,
it's the popping sound that the hard ball against the paddle makes. The sound is actually radiated mostly from the paddle. That causes a great deal of distraction for people that are close to the courts.
Willis says that sound can tear neighborhoods apart.
It is kind of sad to watch in some situations because it really, I have seen it divide communities right down the middle.
At Gershwin Park in San Diego, a regular group of pickleball players are trying to find common ground with neighbors to avoid that kind of division. Bob Scheibel, a retired school teacher, lives in the neighborhood and plays pickleball most mornings.
We try to be as respectful as possible and keep to our hours, the hours that we're allowed to play. Beyond that, I don't know that there's an easy solution.
Some frustrated neighbors have filed noise complaints with the city's Parks and Recreation Department, but it's nearly impossible to soundproof a court that's already been built. So, for now, the city gives priority to pickleball in the morning and then tennis later in the day. Scheibel says the long-term answer may be found in embracing the sport's exploding popularity.
As the city develops more public courts, it will lessen the impact on individual neighborhoods like this one.
Yeah.
He says more places to serve, slice, and dink means spreading out the noise, and hopefully keeping pickleball on the playing courts and not in the court of law. Scott Rodd, KPBS News.